Hey everyone, this is Akromah. We're looking at Tapertappin's Udyr. Looks like he's going versus a Malphite. Um, One thing to be said about Malphite is a lot of people underestimate how well he trades. Udyr shouldn't have any sort of problem with him, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes as the game progresses. Looks like this is a reasonably short game.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Looks like this primal skin was giving us problems before, but looks like it's working right now. As for lanes to gank, Karthus is usually pretty easy to gank.
Minions have spawned.
Especially with the Lux Snare. Bottom lane actually has pretty strong stun in Leona, and I would just ignore top lane for the most part. Actually, if it's Diana top, she doesn't do well in top lane. I usually don't like to gank for Talons, they usually do everything by themselves. But I'd probably go top as well. It's just Diana isn't meant to be in these really long lanes. She doesn't have any reliable escapes. We'll see how the lane progresses. Looks like you're going for an early gank up here. I don't usually like that strategy too much. Okay, no, you're just going to the red, which is okay, but I wouldn't go that way. I would go this way. It's safer to go this way. This way is early warded a lot. This way is rarely warded. Um, Against Malphite, I might just do this, because the problem and what you're going to run into is if he didn't show up yet, he's probably right over here. But if you pull this into the bush and you start fighting it, sometimes like you just get it before he gets there, and sometimes you can actually turn it. And you see he's ganking middle right now without level 3, so I would just go up to his golems and do his golems next. Now I wouldn't do his golems. Yeah, this is pretty reasonable. I wouldn't use my first hit to stun him here, just because he doesn't see you. So you might as well use the first hit to Phoenix proc and then switch to Bear to stun. And I wouldn't chase here, he's gone. He's gonna flash if he needs to. Or not. What? Did I miss something? I think he was just being a flash moron. Let's see. Yeah, like I wouldn't do that. It's just like it worked, but um, I wouldn't expect that to work. Okay, I guess I don't know. I wouldn't have done that. It looked like he was gonna get away. I don't know. Apparently I'm wrong. Good job. The ghost just seems sort of sketchy, especially if they start collapsing on you real fast, because you're already fighting in the jungle for like 10 seconds. If you use your ghost there, you're not gonna have a lot to escape. But the thing is, Karthus can't really do anything to you, and neither can Diana. So that's why you're gonna be able to get away with a lot of early counter jungling. So those are the things to think about. But I'm actually really surprised that worked. And I'm usually crazy aggressive. I don't know. It's a little bit different when you're not in the driver's seat, I always say. So, good job. This Karthus is pushed up and pretty out of position. Unfortunately, you don't have Ghost. You're a little bit low health. Um, there's no gank bottom. There's no gank top. Remember, Malphite sucks at ganking, so I might just do a quick clear, go shop and get my boots, and then come out and gank. You have it's 4:15. If you go back in the shop after you do your these down here, the golems, I'd probably just do the golems real fast just to maximize efficiency. Looks like you have 1,000 gold, which is good. This lane is still shoving. It's gonna be the lane I'm looking to gank. You can also gank bottom if it starts shoving up again, because bottom won't have wards in probably about a minute or a minute and a half. There's no real gank up here yet, although there might be soon because she is pushing. So you actually have a bunch of options here. I'd go do wraiths and then evaluate what you want to do. I think Karthus is the most attractive option here. It looks like you're going up and to go bottom. There's Malphite counter gank here too, and then like that gank isn't even there for Malphite, not without a really good wall from Karthus and good follow up from Karthus, especially versus a red pot. Let me speed this up a little bit. See, the problem when you gank this before like 6 minutes is it's usually warded. Actually, in this case, Yeah, I think you're going for a dive. I don't really like that. Um, I don't like this counter jungle's. It can be okay. The bad thing about it is you don't really know if real fast. You don't really know if it's even gonna be up. And you're really out of position. Karthus isn't going to be able to get you, especially because you just saw where he was. Alistar could, though. Alistar Malphite could definitely get you. But the biggest thing is I would expect it to be a waste of time a lot of times if this Malphite is clearing well. You did see the Malphite up here before, so you have reason to believe that he's not up there. So I don't know if I like it that much. I would like it's like still denying that from him. Sorry about that. What was I saying? Okay, so denying that from him is great and all, but just doing these two camps for the fast clear is actually usually going to be more effective. Just something to keep in mind. So you're not actually netting that much from that. Um, Still pretty good counter jungle. Another thing is you have to go really far out of your way here to get here, and then really far back. So you're kind of losing out there a little bit. I like that you're looking for a gank right here. I don't think it's usually not worded. It's just very coincidental that he's not up here. It's probably because Malphite knows you just did his wolves. That's probably why he's there. You see Malphite going bottom. There's not really a counter gank here unless he chases really far. So I would go bottom and just do golems if there's no counter gank. It looks like there might be a counter gank actually. So oh, there's definitely a counter gank now. Just go around to the right. Perfect, perfect. Your team's got to re-engage now, and I would get on that Ashe. You don't want to run in front of Alistar because if he W's creeps, you can just get out real fast. But it looks like you're gonna get him here. Think about like the methods they can use to escape. In that situation, Ashe has the least amount of escapes. Alistar has to save her essentially. Alistar can save himself by diving to creeps. Honestly, as long as you guys went on a single person there, you could have gotten anyone except for maybe Malphite because I think he was a little bit ahead of everyone. So very good counter gank. I would have done the same thing. I would have come down here, and if it looked good, I would have gone for it. If not, I would have just gone to golems, done another quick clear. So you're doing very well so far. Right place, right time. Other thing to think about is Malphite's just he's probably at his wolves right now. I would say no. For some reason he's not there, but he's going to be going to his wolves and going to be going to his blue. Usually it's pretty predictable. Junglers are pretty predictable, and looks like you're actually taking advantage of that. Nice. You know he's low mana if you're paying attention before. Oh, okay, you're not. This is a pretty easy dive if you shove this up and get in position. The problem is, okay, good. Yeah, nice. You know his flash isn't up either. I'll keep going with it. Yeah. Your only problem there, you guys got to make sure you know where Alistar is, or have a reasonable estimate. Like you have to know that he's coming. I mean, still really safe dive, still really good, but you just have to be thinking about that to decide whether or not you want to chase. Think about whether Malphite's flash is up or not. And I was pretty positive Malphite's flash wasn't up, and I didn't even look. Um, so yeah, pretty good play so far. You're playing Udyr how you need to play Udyr, and that's one one thing people do wrong is they pick junglers and they don't highlight the advantages of their jungler, and that's what you're doing right here. You're taking advantage of his high move speed, his reasonable counter ganks and 2v2s, 3v3s, and his dueling and counter jungler are just amazing. I would shift over and cover from mid because Karthus starts pushing up right here. You can actually leave your blue right now because it's safe, but Karthus is pushing right now, so I would just go take this farm. And Talon, you're kind of wasting time right now because Talon doesn't want the blue buff. Not yet, at least looks like he's going back first. And now this farm's dying to turrets. So this is a very small thing. And now Karthus is missing. Probably doing his raids or roaming top. Or just hanging back. He does like to hang back at the tower a lot. It's very interesting. Oh, that Talon shoved this middle. It's the one thing that kind of sucks is your timer's off now for going for his red. You see Malphite's coming top now. There's no reason to go up there and counter gank it. She's at a safe distance. Malphite's being stupid and ganking too much. If you play Malphite, don't play Malphite to gank pre-6. It's just not a smart idea. You're level 4 ganking a level 8. It's just not going to work. Especially since Diana doesn't have the strongest follow-up yet versus a Lux. Pretty good gank here. You see it's pushing a lot. Lux is actually neutralizing that push a little bit, but it's gonna work. I think this will work, especially if it's unwarded. It'll work. Um, I would have just gone right up through there, even if they have it warded, especially like this ward right here. Uh, I mean, usually they know. I mean, they know that you went into their jungle, so I mean, they know that you're there. You might as well already just throw in a gank, especially how pushed and how positioned she is. You're gonna at least blow a flash there. Um, but this is fine too, going for his red, just because you're so strong and he can't really force you around, and neither can Karthus. The other thing is Karthus is also missing from the map. Bot's also missing too, but I'm assuming that's just temporary. Yeah, there's just not something to worry about. But yeah, here we go. Oh, did you when you did it level 1, did you not let me see. Or not level 1, earlier. Oh, look at that. Wow, he counter jungled himself. Interesting strategy. Let's speed this up. Get back to where we were. Okay. I would just clear it at this point and get the timer and come back at 15 minutes. But you chose not to do that. I mean, he clearly doesn't want his red buff because he's so scared of you counter jungling and taking it. And that's why he did that. Um so yeah, I mean, you'll have the advantage to come take it later. You have all the advantages in the world right now. That's essentially your red buff. Pretty good tower dive here if Talon shoves. You don't know where Malphite is, but you know he's not 6. At least you can reason that he's probably not 6. Oh, Talon made an interesting play there. I kind of would have gone in there. Let's look at that setup. No idea where Malphite is yet. Looks like a pretty reasonable gank. You can't really get in behind him. You don't have Ghost. Oh, perfect timing. So, like, Talon just used his escape as initiation, and most people will take that as Talon's really weak. It's time to go all in. So you should be able to just run in here and sweep up on Karthus, or at least burn his flash. Not to mention, you have 2 levels on Malphite. Malphite has no ult, so he's essentially worthless. Um, I probably would have gone in. You have nothing. There's no way in hell they kill you. You can only maybe kill them. You gotta get out. You gotta get out. Just because Karthus. Let's save that W just in case Karthus ults. I don't know why he didn't ult just now. Probably knows it wouldn't kill you, because I don't think it would kill you if you use your shield properly. How did Talon manage to die there? That was weird. Speed this up. You're probably gonna recall after your red, it looks like. So Malphite's 6 now, so that's a whole new threat for you. The only problem with creeping your red just now, actually there isn't one because Talon's here to cover middle. I was gonna say because Malphite's pushing, this farm might die to tower, but Talon's in position. Talon's actually being stupid right now. This is something that a lot of players make mistakes. This is a laning problem right here. This isn't time to roam when your lane's pushed. There's not even that great of a gank there. Lux doesn't have that much mana for follow-up. So it's gonna be like a low success gank here, low success rate, and he doesn't even have his ignite up. And Diana is kind of tanky for an AP caster, especially with her shield up. So he's sacrificing all of this to maybe get Diana here. It's just not a good decision. It could work. If Lux lands a bind, it could work, but chances are this is probably warded. You don't know where the Malphite is. That's the other thing. He doesn't know where the Malphite is. Malphite could be right over here, and Malphite is right over here. So if this is warded by them, which it actually isn't, He's just setting himself up for a counter gank and a double kill from Malphite and Diana. He's giving Diana a chance to snowball. It's not a good gank. Like I said, though, it could work. We'll see if it works. And now he's wasting even more time. He's wasting 2 waves. And that's like a full level and probably like 250 gold at least. Oh, this might work now. He doesn't have his ignite to finish her off though. See, and that was like 1 for 1. He's gonna actually be able to even out the trade a little bit, but look at Malphite, he's in position now. Like I said, you don't know where the Malphite is. The Malphite probably could have gone for that. Nah, he probably not, doesn't have the burst. But, okay, you're doing a great job. I kind of didn't look at your jungling for a little bit, but this is exactly what you need to do. Your other option is if bottom lane is owning down here and pushing them back, which they aren't really owning them per se. It's not like they're weak. If bottom lane's weak here, I would just do dragon. Bottom lane's not weak, so you're just doing the next best thing, which is a blue buff. And Karthus is reacting to that, but you have smite, and there shouldn't be anything that Karthus can do as long as your smite is up. Even if your smite isn't up, you can probably finagle something. We'll see what happens here. You'll still probably get out of this as long as the Ashe doesn't get there. If your ghost is up, which looks like it is, I think you'll get out of this. Karthus is in a position to follow up on you. Peace out on Udyr. And you know what? They lose their like a decent chunk of their tower. The only bad thing is, if Malphite were in position, they could turn this into a dragon, but he's not. So, like I said, peace. That's what I'm always thinking when I make escapes like that on Udyr. Nothing to really gank right now. So you just gotta farm. See your skilling. Some people like to level Bear and Tiger early, or evenly, excuse me. I like to just level, I mean, it's totally personal preference. Okay, right now you need to be covering for, what's, mid and jungles need to work in tandem. When mid's roaming, jungles need to cover middle. It really telegraphs the roam, but like, most people aren't paying attention, to be honest. But you need to soak up that farm, not let it die to turrets. So yeah, they just need to work together. So that's what I was saying is I like to, my style is tower diving a lot, so I max turtle stance. Your style seems to be running around beating the shit out of people, so you level them evenly, which is reasonable. The only thing is I would never just only level bear. Only leveling bear doesn't seem like a good idea. It could be, but it just doesn't seem like the best idea. Yeah, it should be a good run by Talon here. And you need to shove middle, because right now Karthus is missing. While you're counter jungling him, that's great, but look at all this farm here that you're losing. This cannon and these 4, and then there's another wave on the way. It's right over here. And by you pushing middle, you're keeping Karthus there, or you're getting a tower. Because now if Karthus goes bottom, he goes there for free. If you're pushing middle, he can't go bottom without losing a ton of farm or a turret. So just keep balancing that lane pressure. It looks like he is going bottom. And now you should be shoving, because I don't think you're going to get there to assist that much in time. And they only have one. Did they double kill bottom? Yeah, they double killed bottom. So that means these guys, Malphite will have to come. If you push middle, Malphite will be the one that has to come and defend you. Whereas if you just come bottom, they're gonna have like a 2v3 defense, or, which is they'll be able to hold the tower fine with two people. Yeah. So definitely just shove middle there. That's very important too. Gotta emphasize that. Looks like you're gonna tower dive. Kills aren't everything. That's the thing. Like if you get this kill here, that's not necessarily as good as getting 2 waves of farm, denying them a wave of farm, and getting a tower. I mean, kills look better because they're on your record, but this is in a spot where just CSing is gonna be better. See how they're pressuring this tower even with 2 of them down here? Like, you should, if you manage to keep Malphite away, they're gonna get that tower. And if Malphite goes down there anyway, then you're gonna get this tower. That's just the trade-off. I don't have a good feel for the timer, so I'm fast forwarding a little bit, but you have very good wording here, especially if there's a pink down, but there's no pink down. It looks like they're going to be able to reason that you're doing it, though. But you don't necessarily know that. The only thing that you know right now is that Ashe and Alistar are on the way, probably. And I think you'll be able to get this off. Varus also isn't responding. Varus isn't in position. Uh, so I don't know if I'm going to like this, actually. Talon's not in position to help you either. Talon will probably get there at the same time that Ashe and Alistar get there, so he won't be much of reinforcements. And Malphite's just going to shut down this Varus. So we'll see how it goes. And then the Karthus combo and follow-up is going to be fierce. They should be coming to get you. I don't know why they aren't. I don't know why they're giving up here. That should be a pretty easy stop by them. Now that Talon's here, it's a little bit worrisome. Maybe they're just worried because they know you have it so well warded. But they just gave you a free... That won't happen a lot. They just gave you that for free. Malphite should have at least ulted in and tried to steal it with Smite. Um, you guys have enough, like, beefiness and your team comps right and your advantages right to start taking towers. You could have been doing that before, like I said, but taking them now is good too. Nothing to really say. No gank there. Carl's probably gonna get back soon. Yeah, Carl's definitely gonna get back soon. You just need to start working these objectives. Wow. Wow, that Varus. So with Malphite middle, it means lanes can pressure more because they're not worried about Malphite ganking them or anything like that. Varus can't really pressure right now. Well, Lex probably shouldn't pressure just because she's against a Diana. So I don't like that you're doing this right now because you're going for... I mean, it could work. It could definitely work, but you have an entire wave of farm down here. If you're trying to work the turret as well, that makes a lot of sense. So I like that. The only person you have to worry about right now is Malphite, and by luck... Wait, real fast. Look at the lanes right now. Other than this... Oh, wow, I also got an early Oracles. So Malphite's either going to show up at one of two places. Is he going to show up top, or is he going to show up here? I don't remember seeing him recently. So you could actually set up a really sick counter gank here. The problem is you've been ganking so much that you're actually kind of low in level relative to everyone on the map. You just got into your 9th. Malphite's actually catching up to you a little bit. So you're actually not going to bring as much to the table as if you had been farming a lot more and just like taking that CS medal. So you're falling behind from that. And we'll see how that comes into play here. So anyways, I'm expecting Malphite to show up here or show up down there. And probably show up here. It could be either. We'll see as the play unfolds. Diana's definitely going to come in on Lux here. Like, I can almost guarantee it. And he didn't seem to show up down there, so... I'd be expecting... And Lux probably will die here, I feel like. And I don't know if you're going to have the capacity to follow up. Oh, wow, Lux. Malphite's actually bottom, too, so... No, I don't like that as much. Lux is in position to follow up right now. The thing is, Diana's so right now, you just saw Malphite. I think you just saw Malphite show up on the map. I could be wrong. I don't know if you did or not actually. Yeah, I think you did. Let me check. You might not know this, but okay, I thought it seemed like he showed up on the map. If you don't know where Malphite is, and even if you do know where he is, right now Diana has 200 mana. You have a creep wave coming in. You have this creep wave almost dead, and you have full health, full mana, and your Udyr. So I would just shove this turret in here. You can probably get away if your ghost is up, especially, which I think it is. Your ghost is up. So you can just push this tower and work this tower right now, and Diana can't really stop you. It would be even more potent if you were higher level right now, but you're not. So, but you can still do it. You can still get away with it. Pretty bad Ignite, and now she's just completely See, and you just, if you're gonna dive right now, the best way to dive this is push in this turret. Let your creeps get up there and attack the turret while you get in position. If you didn't see Malphite on the map, I'd still be expecting them to be up here counter ganking tower. And right there, you could have just walked up to her and just started killing her. You know her flash, or actually, is it her flash down? I think you saw her use flash. Let me see what you were doing there. I would have tried to pop out some phoenixes. Um, and you know what? I actually completely forgot about the Karthus element that makes that tower dive a little bit more difficult. Let me see if your actual dive mechanics could have been better. Okay, so she's low. She's not. She still has like probably like 400, 500 HP, 700. I'm off 800. What you want to do is just walk up right next to her, smack her with that bear form. Lux follow up stuns. You let the late wave die down. Your creep wave died down a lot. You're also see like you're not maxing your turtle like I do. I'd have one more point in there, which might not be the biggest thing, but Lux actually, for whatever reason, she couldn't do that much damage to Diana. She couldn't do the 700 damage burst combo. But I do like that you're swapping the turtle stance instead of Phoenix stance there. Um, it depends. You just have to get a feel for the situation. But sometimes when you have a high damage lane like Lux, it's better for you to just sit there swapping around bear form and turtle form. And if they're not running, sometimes it's just better to just do turtle form and Phoenix form. But it just depends. For trying to get Lux's follow-ups done, I would definitely be doing turtle form and bear form. Just alternating between the two. This should be an easy dive here, but they're managing to fuck it up. Oh, wow. See, but look at this, though, because look at the problem with doing that dive. So you lost Udyr top, you lost yourself top. So you guys have a 5v4 on the map as a whole. You guys can't really combat their pressure that well, and you should be in more of a defensive stance, especially with Lux being so weak up here. And they're just shoving middle right now. So the Talon has no. They're doing exactly what they need to do to take advantage of your team's misplay, your Talon's misplay. Talon's great at roaming and all, but you can't just roam arbitrarily. You can't just decide it's roam time just because you have those boots. It's a very, very poor play by Talon. And if you're Lux right now, you see the middle, you don't recall here. You shove this turret. Even though you're low and all, you shove the turret. Karthus' ult is down. Ash arrows and stuff you have to really worry about. And Diana's dead. So, and the jungler's right here. And 4 of them are middle. So just shove both outer turrets, because they're actually making a mistake right now by having all 3 of, or all 4 of them middle. But the thing is, now they might be able to go for a second turret. So it's just, and if I'm them, I'm going for a second turret, because you guys have left it completely undefended.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
So Lux makes the mistake of not shoving this turret, and now they're gonna get 2 free ones.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
And that's just like decision making right there. That's just a 2,000 gold throw because of decision making, which is pretty substantial. And you guys have lost opportunities by not taking their towers to mitigate that loss. Which means they're going to be more potent in these next team fights. So you're still level 9. It's like great that you have kills and all, but you got a level 12 Karth, that's level 12 Diana. You're not going to really be able to scratch them. Level 10 now. Not going to be able to really scratch them that well. Personally, in this matchup, I would have rushed bulwark and not ancient golem here, because look at their team. It's like magic damage, magic damage, magic damage. And then the only magic damage Ash has is, I believe, her ult. I don't think her volley is magic damage. But it's just definitely the only item you should be getting or rushing right now. Okay, so real fast. Alistar is missing and so is Karthus. And you're kind of weak and don't have follow-up other than Leona. You do have Ghost though, right? Or did you use it on that last? Okay, you didn't use it on the dive. So you might run into trouble here. Okay, looks like it's gonna work. They're probably in this area somewhere. Okay, they happen to not be in really striking distance, and you did it pretty quickly, so not the worst. Here though, look at the mini map. Look where you guys are. Look how you have no follow-up from Varus or your 2 carries. You just have an assassin and support and yourself. You are kind of weak, as I said, relative to them. You might be able to get blow up this Karthus real fast, which would be nice. I think you know that Karthus' ult is still on cooldown, so that's good too. but you don't know where the Diana is. Probably top, but the fact that she's pushed in here means she might not be top. She might be doing raids. She might be floating around. She might be shopping and coming over. Turns out she's not at a quick glance. So this will probably work out, but these are just things you have to try and make safe decisions and make few mistakes. Looks like it'll work. You guys do have a very fast, like, exploit their poor positioning comp with a Talon pounce, Leona pounce, and Udyr pounce and follow up. Lux is gonna need help top, or else she's gonna be dove. So, okay, looks like Varus is going up. So with killing Karthus, what you guys need to be doing is just putting more pressure on them. Um, it can be lane pressure, it can be jungle pressure. It can be top, it can be tower diving top. You have your whole team shifting top. That's okay, because they're not really in a position to push except for your bottom tower. And I don't know if Ashe is even still down there. Looks like she is. Um, So if this wave is pushing, which it looks like it is, I would send one bottom. I know you can't really control your guys like it's chess or something like that, but you just kind of have to adapt to the situation here. I don't really like chasing the Alistar just because it's Alistar. She's just gonna neutralize whatever effect you do. You're better off just shoving this into the turret, putting the pressure on them, and then making better decisions. I don't like running by this bush right now or dicking around by this bush when you just got their attention like 7 seconds ago. You just got their attention. They've all been missing from the map, and you're just kind of sitting in someone's vision right now if they're in that bush, which they are. So right now they're planning like, hey, look at this fucker. He thinks he can just take our wraiths. Karthus isn't in position to really get at you, so that's why it's gonna make this okay. And top and actually I'm gonna say this is actually okay if you reason it out. Top's being pressured, so if Diana is there, you're just gonna ghost and peace out. She's not gonna kill you, and you're gonna get the turret top. So that's why this is okay. If she does show up, you'll be fine. You'll be distracting her. And Malphite and Alistar alone can't really kill you. It's more about Ashe. What's Ashe gonna do? And Talon should be stopping Ashe bottom. Looks like Ashe isn't even actually coming. That's a mistake on Ashe's part. I've been messing around with the vision, so I don't actually know how much she knows. But if she sees you guys all pushing, and she sees that huge creep wave, pretty poor tower dive there. Let's look at that, because tower diving is something a lot of people mess up. Okay, so Bind misses. Let's slow down. Bind misses. Leona has to be telling. If I'm Leona, I'm telling them as soon as they get. Well, first of all, I don't really like it unless we saw Malphite and Alistar recently, which we kind of did, but they could be shifting up. It looks like they aren't really making any moves at all. First of all, let's look at this. If you're pressuring middle, you're gonna keep one of them there, or you're gonna take the turret. So that's gonna neutralize probably Malphite or Karthus if he shows up. Turns out Karthus is still in the base. So you can actually assist this tower dive by pushing middle. It's a weird thought. Here, let's play it. We don't really know where they are. We have a general idea that they're probably around here somewhere, and they are. Let's slow it down real slow. So Leona pulls in. Varus is not in auto attack range, and that's what's going to make this tower dive really weak. Varus, if you're going to tower dive, Varus has to move up here and be ready to pounce as soon as Leona takes tower aggro. Because look at the perfect stun combo. Perfect stun combo landed. And Leona has to stay in here and tank the turret. Because now your AD carries tanking the turret. Leona had her shield up, still has her shield up. She has 150 armor. She could be just tanking it this entire time. It's just something that needs to be worked on by people when they're tower diving. You guys still are gonna. The net play is very good, and I like that you're pressuring middle at the same time. You're keeping Malphite there, like I said. The net play is still very good. You guys work the turret. Unfortunately, you give a shutdown to their carry, and I believe that's the second shutdown she actually. No, it's not the second shutdown she had. Okay, it's just chat confusing me. Pretty good pressure here. You got to disengage now. I don't like a tower dive here. Leona's all Leona shits down. You guys are in a clump too. If Malphite wants to engage, good disengage there. Talon's like in vision. I don't know what he's doing right there. Oh my God, it's gonna work. See, Talon's better off doing that in a team fight, because you can do that just as easily in a team fight. He's just neutralizing himself by doing that there. That wasn't, I don't know how that was the luckiest push. Diana's gonna ruin your guys' day here, I think. Oh wow, they misplayed it pretty poorly, pretty badly. That was an opportunity for them. Varus showed up just in time. He could have maybe sweeped up. It would have been close to the Varus showing up late. Or not late, but like delayed, I guess. I don't know. If Varus is ults up, I kind of like pursuing a fight here, but you can't really. Yeah, he's just really out of position. I actually forgot about the Alistar, which makes that bad. If it's just Lux and Varus versus Diana and Karthus, it's a little bit closer, but I'd probably I don't know. It really depends on how strong the Varus is, but because Diana and Karthus are probably gonna be pretty fierce, and we're yeah, and this is hindsight as hell because I actually said I kind of like it at first, but I really, in retrospect, I really don't. Because Diana's gonna pounce on one of them, completely kill one of them, and okay. And no matter what, Karthus is gonna get at least one kill from the trade, no matter what. Looks like they're gonna surrender, which I don't really understand because they could totally win this. I don't really even like. See, you're gonna give the blue to Talon just because. Oh, you give it to Lux. Good. Okay, I thought you were gonna give it to Talon because he's been middle for the most part. He's just been soaking it up. Uh, but yeah, or did you give it to Talon? Lux already had one, I guess. So that's why I gave it to Talon. Okay, I'll be honest. I missed that. There's some things you miss when you're trying. I'm trying to look at so many things. I miss a lot of things, I guess. Pretty good pressure here. Talon's looking to suicide again. You got bottom pressuring too, it looks like. So they're gonna have to send someone bottom. So as long as you pressure top here safely, especially if you can have a ward to get out there, that's one thing I would advocate. By the way, getting wards. You haven't been warding much at all game. Um, so they need to carefully pressure middle and be ready to disengage. You guys don't have really the ward coverage to pull this off successfully. And this is fine because if you get out here, this is totally fine. You guys are just gonna shove middle and you're probably gonna get out of this, aren't you? Oh, your ghost isn't up. You still make it out. Yeah, it's just no, it's not gonna kill you. And they put 3 top, and by you being up there pressuring, you get a free turret. Well played. The other thing is I would ward just so it's not so close. Like I said, you're not even gonna come close to dying there if you have a ward, and they're gonna waste all their time. And I can't believe they're surrendering. That's such a bad surrender by them. They definitely could have won it. Um, so let's go over it. Um, let's start with A. You need to farm more. Early on, you were 3 levels behind. Like I think you were level 9 when their mid and top were level 12. That means you're less potent in the gank. So even though you're shutting down Malphite, you are just less potent in your little 2v2s. Seemed to work out that game though for the most part. Uh, you needed a pressure, understand how to like when it's time to take middle's farm, and when middle's roaming a lot, it's time to take their farm, uh, and put pressure on the lanes, because pressuring the lanes keeps your enemy where you want your enemy to be. It manipulates your enemy. Um, you did some counter jungling when there were better options, like that one time when you ran up to wolves. You didn't ward that much was one thing. When you're doing the split pushes, you want to ward. You did do a good job with the split pushes and pressure at the end, though. You didn't really get into any team fights at all, but your game plan for team fights probably should have been get on probably Ashe or Karthus or Peel. Another thing you could have been done. You guys actually have really good Peel, so I actually would have just let Talon blow up Karthus and Ashe. So you might have been better off just peeling Diana off of Varus. Let's see, what else did you do? I'm just gonna click elsewhere. I don't like that victory screen. Your counter jungler very strong. Keep doing that early, because that's what Udyr does. Just early on, very strong. Just getting in Malphite's face is good, but you have to be doing it efficiently and clearing efficiently and doing it safely. And for the most part, you were doing it pretty safely. Uh, The tower dive could have used a little bit of work, but it wasn't really your fault. And the other one was even worse. The one where Leona was supposed to attack the tower, then ditched and let her Varus attack the tower was bad. But that wasn't you, so whatever. Mm, Work on taking objectives more and like focusing your game plan around objectives. Because there's one time when you run bottom when you could have been pressuring middle and definitely taking middle turret. Turrets are way more important than kills are. Kills you use kills to set up objectives. You don't just want just kills. You want to like kills are what like sub 300 G for yourself. So if the person's died twice, it's like probably like 180 gold or maybe 200 gold. It's nice and all, but that's like three of you guys working to get one kill and assist out there compared to like getting, say, a dragon or objectives in general, or like throwing on some counter jungling or something like that, something more reliable. Not so much the like counter jungling is like obviously if you can get a kill over counter jungling, but objectives are definitely equally important to kills. Just because they don't show up on the scoreboard doesn't mean you have to neglect them. One thing that I actually didn't say that much because I like while I was trying to plan things in this video is you always have to be thinking about Karthus' ult. When you have global pressure, you have to be thinking about how that's going to affect your decisions in tower dives and stuff like that. And that was the, one of the bigger mistakes that you were making. Diana's really tough to dive just because she's so with that shield and she can be a little bit tricky with jumping around your creeps. But she's just it's really hard to take down, especially when you're 3 levels below her. Uh, Overall pretty good. You did a really good job shutting down that Malphite, making him useless. Uh, yeah, good job overall. Your build, the biggest thing I would say about your build is you need to get a bulwark in this matchup. Three pretty hard APs. I guess Malphite's not that hard when he's jungling, but Karthus and Diana are just 2 reasons enough to get a bulwark. The rest of it looked really good, so good job. Let me see your end of the game scaling. Oh, it looks like you started maxing Tiger. Cool. Or not Tiger, excuse me, why did I say Tiger? Turtle. Yeah, nice. Overall, you did play very well, and if you keep playing like that, and the games are like this like skill, you will be moving up, and I can guarantee you that. It was a very good showing of Udyr and why to play Udyr. So good job. Um, it was pretty fun to watch, especially you owning that Malphite. I always love seeing Udyr owning Malphite. Thanks for the replay, and hopefully let me know what you think about it. If you liked it, try and leave a comment in my thread, or bump it or something like that. I appreciate it a lot. So thanks, man. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off then.